Hey everyone, today we're going to delve into some new watches from Garmin, and Jeff from Garmin is going to join us to talk about those watches. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 45, the 245, and the 945. We're going to start it off with the Garmin Forerunner 45.
Thanks, Dan. So this is the Forerunner 45. It's going to come in two sizes. You're going to have a small, which is this size right here, and then you will have a larger version, okay? One of the features that is on all of our watches now is wrist-based heart rate, as well as a GPS watch, which gives you distance, pace, intervals, and more. You can upload advanced workouts onto this watch. It's a smartwatch as well, so you'll get text notifications, you'll get call notifications. Safety features, incident detection. If something should happen to you while you're out running and you get knocked off your feet, an email will be sent to whoever you have chosen to get that email. You're also going to have multiple activity options: running, biking, indoor track, treadmill, elliptical, yoga, and so many more. Great watch.
Yeah, and then the cool thing is if you're someone who's been a Garmin fan, the 45 is going to be a built-up advanced model of the 35. But we want to think of it as a whole separate watch because of some of the awesome features that Jeff just broke down and some of the other things that they're going to see in that watch. So to give a quick synopsis of what you're going to get when you go from 35 to 45, or you're looking for that 45, which at this point here at Naperville Running Company is going to be what we think is going to be a great introductory GPS-based watch from an awesome company in Garmin. So what you're going to get is you're going to get GPS, but better GPS because you're going to get more satellite connection through that Galileo and through that GLONASS support. Now, out here in the suburbs, that's not going to be super needed, but in the city, for those big marathons, you're going to need that extra connection. An incident report, a new feature from Garmin that's going to help everybody run a little safe of mind, feel a little better out there that someone could be notified if something was to happen. And most of all, with the 45, you are going to get those different sizes. Probably not going to have the problem that you come in and you need to have this big watch on your wrist. If you have a smaller wrist, there's a smaller size. So come in and check the 45. It's going to retail for $200, and we're going to have it at all three of our Naperville Running Company locations. Let's move ahead now in the Forerunner series and talk about the new 245 and the 245M, which Jeff is going to talk to us right now.
Thanks, Dan. So this is the new 245. It's going to come in two versions, 245 and 245M. The M stands for music. You're going to have up to 20 hours of music capacity. It's about 500 songs. So that's going to get you around the block a couple of times. Some of the key features, again, wrist-based heart rate. You also will have a larger number of profiles to choose from. You will have pool swim, you will have run, you will have run indoor, you will have bike, you will have cardio, you will have elliptical. Many more profiles on this watch versus the predecessor. Some of the other features is that you can now hook this to a running pod, so you can gauge your vertical oscillation, ground contact time. Those are just some of the key features that have been added to this watch. Dan's going to take you home.
So now let's talk about some of the things that we gained in the 245, which is building off the previous model, the 235. One of the cool features that I really like is that there's a new course race activity feature. And what that means is through your Garmin Connect app, you can map out a route. Let's say you do the same morning run route every day and you want to see if you can do it a little bit faster than the day before, but you can do that now. And you're going to upload that map onto the watch, set it, and go for it. And then every day you can see how much better you're actually getting. Now, the other cool things about the 245 that we're gaining is the Galileo satellite system, which is going to give us a few more satellites to tap into. Essentially, it's going to help us have a little bit better GPS, get a little bit more accurate on the distance there. And then the main thing with the 245 and the 245M is that the price isn't going to be that much more when we're talking about an upgrade. The 235 when it first came out was $330. The 245 is going to be $300, and the 245M is going to be $350. So really, you have two great options and two great watches at a great price point. So come and check it out, and we'll also have this at all three of our running company locations. Last but not least, let's talk about the Forerunner 945 from Garmin. Take it away, Jeff.
Thanks, Dan. I'm going to touch on the most important profile on this watch, and that is the triathlon profile. What that profile allows you to do is time your entire triathlon in one profile. You start the watch on your swim. As you come out and enter the transition stage, you hit your lap button, which starts your transition time. When you leave the transition area, you hit the lap button again, and it now starts your bike. You bike, do your thing. As you enter the transition stage, you hit the lap button again, exit the transition stage, hit the lap button one more time, you do your run, and then when it's over, you hit stop. And now you have timed your swim, your first transition, your bike, your second transition, your run, and your overall time. I'm going to hand this back over to Dan, and he's going to talk about some of the key features that have been added to this watch.
So Garmin also has added some really cool features. Even though the 935 was awesome, they found a way to make it better. They added music, Garmin Pay, and mapping to this watch. So not only can you do your whole race all under one profile, but you can do it to your favorite music. So the Forerunner 945 is going to retail for $600, and just like everything else, we're going to have it at all 3 of our Naperville Running Company locations. So if you've sat through this whole video, you learned a ton about some awesome Garmin watches, and there's only one thing you can do that's better than listening and learning about them. Come into the store, check them out. Come in today and find out which one works for you.